friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamie, a homeschool mama to 5 kiddos. I had a 7th grader, a 6th grader, a 1st grader, a 3-year-old, and a baby. In today's video, I want to share with you what I'm doing for our 3rd week of school, or what I'm doing for next week. So I'm just going to give you a little peek, and this is only of our together subjects. Last week I did a video and it was all of everything I'm teaching for all of my kiddos, and it was really long. I think it was almost 30 minutes long. So this time I decided I would do just a video on our together subjects. If you are really interested in what I'm doing for my middle schoolers or my 1st grader or my pre-K'er, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do a completely separate video to let you know what I'm doing with them and how I'm teaching them. If you're feeling overwhelmed or if you're juggling a lot of different ages, I hope this video finds you a little bit of encouragement and it can help you feel connected and see how I kind of teach all of my kids at one time. So this week we are continuing with our Beautiful Feet books. It is our main together curriculum, and it covers such a wide variety of subjects. It covers our geography. It's going to cover my kids' literature. It's going to cover history, art, cooking, so many different things. But today we are still in the very beginning of the Beautiful Feet books, and so I'm still just using this one, which is for your older kids. It's for age 7th through 9th grade. So we're still just doing this one, and it's World Geography and Ecology. And I kind of have all of my lesson plans out here, so just be patient with me as I go through what we're actually going to be doing. So we're actually still working through the introduction to ecology. I started that last week. I was hoping I would finish it, but some of the little activities like the food chains. So we made these little food chains. Some of these activities took longer than I expected. So we made one food chain together, and we talked about your producers and your consumers, and it connected it by the sun, and then my kids did their own food chains. Food chains off of that, and then we talked about how they're all connected and tied them all together. So that was one of our main projects that we did last week. We also made a terrarium, but I made a really big terrarium, and it's in my son's room, so I can't show you that terrarium because it's not like accessible to me right here at the moment. What we are going to be focusing on for next week is classifying species. We're going to go more in depth with the types of terrariums. We're going to do a dive into biomes, and we're going to actually go out on a nature walk and try to find microscopic ecosystems. And we're going to try to look at the different microscopic ecosystems with some magnifying glasses, or if there's anything that we can bring inside with my son, or take my son's microscope outside. We'll have to see. We also are going to move into the basics of geography and talk more about like maps and how mapping works, and we are going to start labeling our really big geography map that came with the Beautiful Feet books curriculum. And it's really nice because it's a really big map, and it's on my board, and they tell you like you can watercolor the oceans. So I think it's going to be really beautiful when we're done. We'll get to label the entire thing, use watercolors. I'm really excited about that. So this is what I'm doing mainly with my big kids. My actual 1st grader liked listening to this last week, and he sat with us while I read to him. But what we're going over is just like the classifications. We're going over how living things interact with one another, what makes a healthy ecosystem. I think that is all we're going into for next week. Oh no, we're going to go into micro ecosystems. So they're kind of showing you a pond as an example. They're showing you different examples of micro ecosystem, a rotting log. And we're going to read into that. So this is our one of our main spines that we're going to be using throughout the whole year. So that's what we're going to read this week. So how am I differentiating that for my younger son? Well, my 1st grader, he is a little advanced, so he will listen to me read that. But what I did was I bought him Science Bites. It's Science Bites Ecology Unit, and I actually got it off of Teacher Paid Teachers, and it's mainly just a PowerPoint, but then in the PowerPoint it has like different little activities for us to do, like talk about living and non-living things. So we're going to do that together. So it's introducing very similar concepts, but on his level. So remember, if this is a really short video, it's only 5 minutes, it's only our together subjects because it just became too much. So if you would like a more detailed look at my middle schooler, my first grader, or my things that I do with my 3-year-old, because I do work with him and do activities with him, just let me know down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do several little videos for each particular section. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so that you are notified about all of my videos. And I will also be linking some resources down below in the description for Beautiful Feet Books and the Bite-Size Ecology unit. And thank you guys so much for watching. Happy homeschooling.